For the culture.
Back at it again. It's the For the Culture podcast. I go by the name Exotic Rose, and today we have a special guest, HD Howard Davis.
Yo.
What's poppin'? What's going on?
Just chilling right now in the midst of training camp.
Gotcha. I do want to start from the beginning to get a little background information on you. Before we hop into that, there was a trending thing that happened at the Oscars. I saw you reposted something that I didn't really see somebody post. Like, I wasn't even thinking about that point of view. And the person said, Will and Jada Smith is the perfect example as to why I say a man should never love a woman more than she loves him. Love has to be equal in order for it to work. Argue with your mama.
I mean, I can kind of agree to that and relate because I've been in situations that I felt like I loved the person more than they loved me, especially a woman. So just by like saying that, it's like, I don't know, women do very endearing shit when they really like head over heels for you and they said I love you first and shit like that. But when you go ahead and give them that power and that control, I feel like, I don't know, women take advantage, bro. They get real comfortable and complacent. They feel like they ain't gotta do as much as the next woman, or just as a woman in standards, you know what I'm saying? As in, you know, cooking, cleaning, just small little things, bro. Just random gestures to show your man that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like women feel like strong, powerful men don't have insecurities. Like, we don't need to be tended to in certain emotional ways, because the same way I go to my girl, I can't go to my homeboy in that same way. So if I go to my girl and she's not like receptive to me, or she just give me like really tough criticism, like, nobody need that tough love shit all the time, bro. I grew up getting that shit from my OG, so if I wanted some tough love, I just, you know, talk to my homeboys, talk to my mom. I'm not looking for that if I'm going to my girl and stuff like that. So I definitely get the post because it's definitely true. Everybody situations may be different, but to my knowledge, to my experience, I think that, you know, it's always better if the woman does love you way more than you love her. Not, I ain't gonna say way more, but just more, because she's just way more forward. She's way more everything, you know, everything, bro. But when you on a woman's ass, they know how to like move their certain ways. You know what I'm saying, bro? When you a man, bro, you go ahead and give them all that. If you give them too much power, women turn into the meanest control freaks. Men do too, but I don't know, man. It's a double standard type of thing. But from my experience, I definitely get that post.
Do you think women like to run over guys, like guys that they can run over? Because I hear girls sometimes say, I don't like a man that I can just run over.
Oh, let's get into that. Okay. Yeah. That right there is, sometimes I feel like some women like being mistreated because they ask for all this stuff like that. They ask you for you to be like, you know, caring, you know, always about their feelings and putting them first. And when you do that, they will legit shit on you, bro. They would never put you first. It's always them. They can never be wrong. So it's like, yeah, you don't want to let like allow a woman to run over you and stuff like that, but you have to set like certain boundaries, because like if you give all the power to a man or a woman, they're gonna like take advantage, bro. And it's sad because shit in a relationship is supposed to be 50-50. You can't be 100% right all the time, have 100% control, or everything's 100% about your feelings, because I'm a human too. I got feelings too. So I mean, I be feeling like it's different with different women, like their upbringing, how they're raised and stuff like that. But it's all up to you at the end of the day if you want to change for the person that you're with in order to make shit work. If you don't, then maybe you really don't love that person. So
my past experience for women, this is not all women, but just the majority of the women that I dealt with in my past, or I know or heard of, the ones with fatherless, like they don't have fathers in their life, usually the ones with the problems. Yeah. And they expect the guy that they're dating to be the father and boyfriend or husband.
Can't mix that. I get that. But I've met women that have both parents and got the example of a perfect marriage and still know how to act like a woman or treat their man the way they should be treated, even though the man's doing all their responsibilities, putting roofs over their girl's head, taking care of if they got kids, feeding them, whatever. Like, you can do your part 100% and a person do their part 20%. So it's all about the effort, bro. Like, if you're gonna give somebody the bare minimum, then you probably shouldn't be with them. Yeah, because it just doesn't make sense. Like, you can't have somebody going hard for you, always thinking about you, trying to talk to you, and prioritize the relationship and shit like that, and everything else comes before the relationship with you. Like, you put the relationship and the problems of the relationship and who you're with on the back burner. It's never gonna get better. Gotcha. Can't grow. Like, if you you plant seeds and you're not watering them, what's gonna happen? They're
not gonna grow. Yeah.
Come on, bro. It's like you're in a relationship for a long time, or even beginning, like you want to consistently grow, but whether if it's at a slow pace or a fast pace, you always want some type of growth. You don't want to repeat the same cycles and get stuck in it. And just every time an argument happens, you guys run to the same things or bring to the same paths. You know what I'm saying? You want to get past certain shit, and you want to work with each other to do that. It's not something that you can isolate yourself and do that. Sometimes it is, but if you're a team and you're in a partnership, that's what a relationship is, a partnership, 50-50 on everything, love included. So what I'm doing for you, hey, bills. I mean,
50-50, right?
I mean, yeah, for a lot of people, it can be 50-50. For a lot of people, it can be a man doing 80%, a woman doing 20%, but at least it's, as long as she's doing her, like, womanly duties, like she's taking care of the kids, she's cleaning the house, she's cooking, and like none of that stuff's a problem. Like, a lot of women, like young women growing up now, don't even like want to do their like significant others like laundry.
It's different times now.
It's way different times.
And they hit you with that. Well, I can't do both. What, you want me to be a housewife, or you want me to be a boss and work and get money?
You see, it sucks because men have to be five different things, and then we have so much more like weight on our shoulders. And a girl can go out and find a dude, run off with him, he's rich, and that's gonna be it. Yeah. What's the chances of me or you going to find a rich woman and running off and she's gonna take care of us and do everything?
That's not very likely.
Because of the way that we look, or because we have this and third. Woman, it's not easy for a woman, but it's also
one of the characteristics a woman looks into a guy. Like, do I see a future with him? Does he have a future?
But it's never the same energy. You know what I'm saying? We look at a woman sometimes. Some men do look at women like, I want her to have a bright future or have this game plan, and like a lot of times women don't. But the ones that do, kudos to them and kudos to the men that have theirs too. But in this generation, it's just like it's about looking a certain way, dressing a certain way. It ain't about family value and like morals, and like I'm a person that hasn't like. Well, my mom has never been married. I've never seen that, but I've like longed for that, to have my own family, because like I do have kids and stuff like that, and I want all my kids to be under one roof with one person, but stuff don't work out like that. You know what I'm saying? So I go out fighting for my family every day. You know what I mean? So regardless if that's with my girl or with the world or whatever, like I want my family to be together, because I didn't have that. I didn't have a 2-parent household. I barely had a 1-parent household. So I know how that can affect you with you like loving yourself, loving other people, the conclusions you come to when you get to like problems in school and then other people, it's definitely hard. So in certain like instances, like you see stuff as like, okay, this person went ahead and loved this person more, so this person took advantage of them. But some other person can love this person more and then give them that same love back, and then it's straight. So it's like, I can tell my daughter what I went through, and she can get her conclusion from that. So, I really want to tell my kids how to like live their life, love life. They want to do sports, but I don't want to like force anything upon my kids. Like, I know how this world is. I know what's being shown, portrayed, and like I want to give them my wisdom and my my past experiences, my traumas, and let them know that like you can overcome anything. You have your own mind. Like, just because I turned out this way, your mom turned out that way. Like, you have your own journey. Like, you know what I'm saying, separate from us. So the conclusion they come to, I can just give them insight. So what I'm telling you now, I want to be like a hypocrite. Like, nah, I want to say that to my daughter, because
they're gonna catch on. And kids are smart.
Later
on, they're gonna look at you and say, "Well, you're a hypocrite because you did that, and now you're forcing them you pushing them into that world."
I don't want to do that, bro. Like, how I feel, like just from like what I've gone through, every girl I've loved more, it pretty much like fucked up in the end. But every girl that loved me more, I fucked them over in the end. So I can honestly say that because I wasn't always the best person growing up and in my relationships, and I have a first baby mother, and like that was the reason. She loved me more. I never was appreciative to the things she did, the sacrifices she made, and like the love she had for me, because I couldn't give it back. That's what it was. At that time, I was very immature, And then, I do something else and talk to a few people afterwards, and then I see like, damn, I really fuck with this person, but damn, they not fuck with me. How like I'm fucking with them? And then you go to see the levels of effort, the things that they prioritize like over your relationship. People gotta understand, when you get in a relationship, bro, a relationship is just like your job, your dream, your house. You have to do things within that relationship that make it work, like for it to get better. You can't just let a relationship be, oh, I'm with this person, you're in a relationship, but you don't do anything for the
It
relationship.
becomes like a roommate at that point.
It's a roommate. Like we just like even if we're not living together, like you have to do things consciously and unconsciously, like around and in the relationship at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just like something you work towards every day to get better. It's not going to be perfect, but just like everything else in life, if you don't work towards it, it will never get better. It'll just be at a standstill. And if it's bad, it's bad. If it's toxic, it's toxic. If it's good, then it's good. And y'all continue like, building each other up, whatever. That'd be the problem. Like nobody see a relationship as a relationship anymore. Just like, yeah, it's like ownership. I own this person, I go out with this person, or I do this with that person. Like that isn't a relationship. Like the generation is just like the generation fucked up, bro. Hot girl summer, hot boy summer, and everybody want to be outside. I'm too old for that shit, man. I pack my bags up. It's over. Ain't no outside no more, man. I just be chilling, bro.
Well, as I got older, I realized you gotta love yourself and find yourself before you can love someone else.
I heard that a lot.
Yeah, because in the past I used to like. I guess I see why it didn't work out for me in the past because I didn't know who I was completely. Like I didn't know who I was completely, and I had to figure out like, damn, in order to make this work, I had to find myself and I had to love myself.
Yeah.
So I guess that's.
I feel you. I'll be trying to come to the conclusion that you can do both at the same time, and I've tried it, and it's worked here and there, but it's like I really haven't never like taken that step away to like go ahead and like what you said, like love yourself and put everything into me. Like y'all do it with the the boxing, and that's not really like a love yourself type of thing. That's just like me grinding and what I'm saying, me working towards something to like feed my family and shit like that. But
it seems like it's a therapy for you too, though. I was
it definitely is.
Your videos and you talk about it, and it seems like how like so my therapy is basketball. I play sports too, football and basketball.
Okay.
And every time I go to play basketball, I just have a clear head. Like it clears my head. If I'm having a stressful day, I go play some basketball, and I just feel like I'm in my own world. I'm focused on winning a game.
Yeah, I mean the same thing comes into fighting. Like you get a lot of stress off, pain off, and like I just feel like when I'm in a boxing gym, it's just like it's my safe haven. Like nobody can really like fuck with my mental there. Like I'm just there to work, see my my stable mates, we spar, we hit the bag, and just like in that gym, in that time that stands still of 2 hours, 3 hours, hour, whatever, nothing else matters. It's just training. Like I ain't gotta worry about the bills, argument with my girl, my kids acting up, whatever the case it may be that's going on in my regular life. And in that moment, like nothing else matters. It's just boxing. That's my main focus. Boxing. Get better at this. Get your jab better. Focus on this combination. Be more conditioned doing this. It's just I have one thing in my head and nothing else matters. So it's definitely like therapy. Like I just get that main focus on that one thing rather than having so much, as a black man, as any man, any human on this earth, we have so much on our shoulders, like constantly, you know what I mean? Especially when you ain't got your shit together or you started late or didn't have a plan and, you're still trying to figure shit out. Shit be hard, bro. You don't have a lot of support from either, family, friends, even the person you're with won't even support you sometimes. So it be hard, bro. Like, but that definitely helps me, like, get into my zone, and it helps me get anger off, so I'm not like so angry towards whatever situations I go through and like have temper problems like that, because I've always had like temper problems. But boxing dead at that shit. Like I only person that can get me mad is like my girl. You know what I'm saying? My kids. Another dude in the street, you can't get me mad because I'm just gonna fire off on his ass. Like even now I can't, but I look at him as like bro, like yo. You know what I'm saying? And that'd just be it. But nah, bro, like my anger and my a lot of issues got resolved because of boxing. So I'm very thankful for that.
Gotcha. All right, so let's start from the beginning so people know who you are and where you're from. So let's start with where you're from.
From Broward County, Florida.
Gotcha. And brothers, sisters?
Got a sister. She's in Orlando. I got a younger brother. An older sister, younger brother.
Gotcha. Are you sure you're the oldest?
No, I'm the middle child.
Middle child?
Yeah, middle child. Oh yeah, so it was tough. People don't believe that middle child shit. That shit real.
That was for I be hearing about it, but I don't know. I wasn't the middle child, so yeah.
Yeah, I was the middle child. Shit was yeah.
So explain it. What do you mean tough? Like you used to see certain siblings get something that you wanted, or what?
Okay, I seen my older sister have a mom and a dad. Seen my younger brother having a mom and a dad. And I thought that because I was missing one, my mom would show me more love, or, be more compassionate, be there for me in a lot of ways, and she wasn't. It was always about, my sister, always about my younger brother, because she's the oldest, he's the baby, they got their dads and shit like that. So I tried to come to her about, it just wasn't never a real connection. Like, even now, we are connection struggles right now, but, it sucks because when you're looking for something or somebody to, like, act a certain way, or you see them act a certain way with somebody else, but don't do the same with you, it's like,
yeah, especially your siblings. Yeah, I can see how you
siblings, like, and then, like, it just, little stuff, like, they always get more stuff, and just all that, how they could have gotten it from both parents, whatever. And I'm just sitting there, like, and just, I was never, like, really, like, a real family person, like, with my grandma or any of that stuff like that. So I was always to myself.
So different dads. So they're your stepbrothers.
All us have different dads. We all the same mom.
Gotcha. Okay, and you just pretty much told me that she was a single mother, so it had to be hard on her too, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can't take nothing away from OG. OG definitely stood on a lot of business and raised me to be what I am, and that's a fighter. She was never no like real loving situation. It's always tough love, tough love, tough love. So I got it how I had to see it. I've been around a lot, grew up around a lot. Could have easily not been here at this table. Could have been elsewhere if she didn't, stay on me about a lot of stuff. Yeah, she let me, do a lot of other stuff too. But none of us are perfect, and she went through a lot. When my dad got killed and shit like that. So I wasn't even alive for that. So I can't like imagine that trauma of like how the day was like.
How old were you?
Oh, I wasn't born yet. So it was So it's
oh man, sorry.
Yeah, appreciate it, but it is what it is. But you go through life, shit happens. You have things you wonder about, right? How I feel to get like a hug from your father or a conversation and shit like that, and just your mom can't do that. Your mom is your mother, but she played her role and like she did what she did the best she could. So I felt what OG. Today OG birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, OG.
OG.
So, did any of the stepfathers ever try to fit into that role, or did your mom ever have a stepdad or boyfriend, or
yeah, she had some boyfriends that
speak to you, mold you a little bit?
Yeah, she had a boyfriend she was with for a minute that was like I was real cool with and stuff like that, but it was just I'd be cool with him. It was never like no real like sit down and talk to me and all like that. Like my brother dad, he was cool. My sister dad was cool. I talked to them. They showed love when they could and shit like that. But it was never nothing consistent, nothing like that. Like I always felt like I was just me, by myself alone, and I had to do what I had to do. I had to grow up at a very young age. Like I couldn't be soft. I couldn't cry. I couldn't do none of shit like that. I was always hard, always balled up, always to myself, always, angry at like, So when I was growing up, I didn't believe in religion and like God a lot because it's like why like I got less and everything else. Everybody else got more. My mom got her parents. Everybody got their parents except for me. So it's like when my dad not there, it's like she's barely there too. So it's like I'm just a child. I'm just alone. Grandma don't really like. Her mom's mom don't like kind of have this thing out for me in a sense. It felt like she didn't really fuck me either. So it was just like it's a rough upbringing. Not loving, not seeing the examples of how relationships in a healthy household is supposed to be because stuff didn't work out with my sister's dad or my brother's dad. So it was just always a lot of turmoil and like toxic shit I wasn't supposed to be seeing and. It is very damaging, and you don't know it until you get older and you start seeing shit and see the ways that you are, why you come to these conclusions, and why you think somebody's always, not with you or whatever the case may be. Because how you grow up is like the shit that you like, you fall back on when you get into the times of discomfort and shit like that. So,
well, the good thing about it is you're not allowing, or you're not trying to do the same thing for your kids too. So,
oh yeah.
That's a plus.
Yeah, it changed my life, bro. Having kids, like, first I used to look at it in a bad way because I was so young and, like, it used to mess me up with, like, a lot of stuff. Like, I was young trying to live life and then...
How old were you when you had your first kid?
19, I think. 19 or 20.
So you pretty much graduated high school?
I graduated high school 1 year. I was so happy that I graduated high school, no kids, because I had kids in high school and I seen homeboys had kids in high school and I got out of high school 1 year. Fucking had a kid.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I used to look at it like, not as a bad thing, but just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a whole kid. I ain't got my shit together. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. I'm just
I think that's every man that has a kid young.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, my mom and dad used to always tell me, bro, like, before you even have a girlfriend, make sure you graduate college or have your shit together.
Yeah, see, I didn't get that.
And I used to look at them like they're crazy.
Yeah, I was.
But then as you get older, you have a kid, you realize like, damn, they got a point.
They was smart.
Because now you have a kid and you're thinking about how to provide, or you want to make sure you provide. You don't want to be off like it's crazy. It's crazy how we don't listen to our parents. Sometimes we're like they're shooting gems. Sometimes you're like looking at them crazy.
Shooting gems. It be gems. But they be like real life experience. Like all us go through different life experiences. So if a person's older than you and they trying to shoot you game and try to like put you on because they done went through it and try to stop you from making the same mistake, a lot of us don't take that as that or pay attention or take it as it is. And they always think they know what they're talking about. It's out there, but you'll see how life really turns out. My mom wasn't too big on like saying shit like that. Like I just did whatever, bro. But it just like I said, I'm grateful for my kids because. And they saved me from a lot of shit. They saved me from myself. They saved me from doing a lot of shit in situations that if I didn't have a kid, I wouldn't think that way, like to not do it. So, but.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Me having kids, I have a son and a daughter. And
you got a son too?
Yeah, he's 4, he's turning 5 in November.
Oh, okay.
But me looking at it like, I'm looking at it like, damn, because some people be like, damn, Rose, you like a dad, like, cause I be chilling out, like, bro, certain things I don't react to. I don't do. I don't even go out to certain places because like, I'm not with this no more.
Nah, you can't be, bro. Once you become, a father, bro, you have to like look at life differently, bro. You can't be around the same people. Can't be doing the same things. Can't be talking to the same women. Like you can't have anybody around your child, bro. It's real deep, and people don't understand that today. Their child.
Until they have a kid, yeah. Because you're not living for yourself no more. Like,
no.
Yeah. Because you go away now, they who they got now? Besides, now it's just a mom now.
Exactly. You said some real shit, bro. You go away, then what is it gonna be, bro? The kid gonna be looking for you. You ain't there. Resentment, loneliness, all type of stuff like that. You feel like your dad wanted this more than they wanted you. Loneliness. There's a lot of shit that comes into it, bro. But we meant to like endure. And that's just it, man. That's the life that we live.
Yeah. All right. Well, you've been fighting since kindergarten, and you even threatened your teacher that you was gonna shoot her with an arrow.
Oh yeah, man. I done did a lot of shit, bro.
So, how did that conversation go with your mom, bro? Like, bro, I do something like that. My dad beat me, boy, back in those days.
There wasn't no conversation. The same thing you got, I got worse. So I did
she came to the school at all, or was it like after once you get home?
No, my mom ain't gonna beat me in front of the people because they gonna see that shit as abuse.
Well, back in the days, I don't know, bro. Cause I could have, bro. The teachers was like throwing stuff at kids and yanking ears back in those days.
I had a teacher jack me up one time, and I had to jack her ass back up. So at the end of the day, trust me, I know I've almost been expelled from a lot of schools.
Now you do something like that, you're done. Yeah,
it's over. But now my mom used to wear my ass out, bro. There ain't no if and ands about it. The first call she get, I can say whatever I can have. I can take a lot of tests, and the teacher could be lying on me. I'm still gonna get my ass whipped. my OG was not for it because she didn't take kindly to like me being disrespectful to adults and like that. And I wasn't no like a really bad like disrespectful kid, but I was bad. I was angry, so I just did shit, do shit sometimes. Like I'm gonna get ass with him, but maybe I won't get ass with him.
You didn't know how to direct it, pretty much. You were just angry.
I was just angry, bro, and she didn't know I was angry at her. I'm angry at everything.
Angry at everything, yeah.
So
that's crazy because
I was spazzing out.
You had a mother, and I had 2 parents, but I was angry like that too as a kid, little kid. But the thing is that I guess I have a father, but he worked so much that he was never home. Okay. So I guess I was in your shoes, but at least I had somebody I could see.
Yeah.
Here and there. Yeah. And I was angry, man. Like, why he never around all the time, missing my games and stuff like that.
Yeah, trash. But I understand that.
As I got older, I realized, like, damn, I understand why. But he was trying to make sure we were good.
You see how you work now? Yeah. It's nonstop, bro.
Yeah.
You get trapped in that cycle.
Exactly. So it's like, wow. He was doing this for me and our family, but I was mad as a kid, being a kid.
Yeah.
I didn't understand.
You can understand, but it still sucks, though. You understand, but it's like, you still got to try to make time for your kids and the people that you love. No matter what, bro, we as people, we make time for shit that we really want to do. If your dad wanted to be there, you're going to find a way to be tired, at least spend an hour, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, you know what I'm saying? He did his thing as, like a father, a man, but another role is like a father is, actually being a father. You have to be there for your kids, especially your son. You got to teach them shit that their mom can't teach them. they shouldn't learn from their friends, and this parent and that parent is just learning from you. So it's I learned that just seeing my flaws and shit I gotta do to be a better father. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I didn't have that guidance. I didn't see the perfect role models for fathers. You know what I'm saying? Like I just seen like I just seen a lot of bad shit, bro. And I could be a piece of shit, deadbeat, not good father, but I went the opposite. I still have my ways. I'm not perfect, but I definitely try to strive to be better than the examples that was set for me.
Yeah, and it seems like you got good women behind your back too, the baby mama and your fiance and everything like that. Because some women make it hard for men to be fathers.
Oh, that's true, and I appreciate my first baby mom so much because she's so cool. Like she held it down a lot of times when I was fucked up on my date, all that shit like that, bro. And she was always a real one and always showed genuine love, even though I like fucked her over in so many ways, like not caring about her feelings and shit like that. She always, her family. I'm so cool with like I'm still cool with her family, like me and her together. I see her brothers as my brothers, like they got a problem, like I'm there because like we were so locked in for so long, and there's always been pure love. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I never turn my back on them. You know what I'm saying? That's like my second family still. You know what I'm saying? Even though me and her not together, we cool. She never try to take my gifts away from me and use them against me in any type of way, or talk about child support when I ain't have it, because when I got it, like I got it. My kids got it. Before I eat, my kids got to eat. I don't give a fuck about me, bro. So she always knew I stood by that. Like, I grew up on and like shit like that. Like, I ain't always had the best situation, like eating wise or anything like that growing up. So one thing about me, I can't see my kids not have food, on the table or lights on, or you know what I'm saying. Like, I go do anything for my kids to have it. So that's just the person I am. Because when I grew up, I didn't have a lot of shit. A lot of shit was bad. A lot of shit was here and there. I can't let my kids go through the same thing I went through because it fucked me up as a person. And people see me as a good person, but I battle so much shit in the inside that it's not healthy. So,
it's like the little angel on one side, the little devil on the other side.
That's how I felt when I was growing up. It's like two devils on both sides. The angel is inside, and God bless and like let me get like a sane mind, or my heart be everywhere, my feelings be everywhere, my the battle be inside of my mind, and like I guess my soul be like always want to do better, always want to help this person, or always want to see people do like good, like you know what I'm saying, like if I can put you in a better position and it's even better than mine, I want to do it. Like I want to help, and you do what you do with that, that's good. Like I be wanting to see people win. I love seeing people win, especially my friends, especially my family members, but it don't always be the same energy with me, and that's fine. Like I'm a genuine person. Like if I do something, it's always out of love. Yeah. I don't have my hand out of, I did this, you gotta do that back. Yeah, all that shit would be nice, but you can't force a person to do what they genuinely don't want to do. So I move off of my actions and my feelings and what I want to do, not off the next person. So just because you did this doesn't mean I'm gonna do that, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like I do everything with pure intentions.
Gotcha. How did you get into bare knuckle fighting?
I was actually supposed to be the first bare knuckle fighter for our team, but my fiance and my mom didn't want me to go that route. They felt like it was too dangerous, even though I've been doing it majority of my life. Where they wanted me to box. Boxing took too long. Went to another state. I was in Georgia for a little minute, and I came back. Wanted to get back on the boxing scene. I was boxing up there for a little bit. Like I tried to find gyms, but it wasn't too big out there, So I came back to Florida, got into another gym, and I was waiting for them to turn me pro. Training. Probably the most consistent I've been in training because I had stopped working and trained to like have my focus. Like when I was in amateurs.
Oh, so you was working and doing that at the same time?
Yeah. So when I was in amateurs,
that had to be rough.
Oh yeah, when I was in amateurs, I used to work a moving job. I used to go from state like Georgia, Alabama. I used to work a moving job, come back, fight on the weeks. You know what I'm saying?
I used to on your body.
I used to be dead. But I used to win fights. I won belts doing that. But it wasn't nobody else's fault but mine. I'm a grown man, so it's not like I'm a kid and I got to support and everybody's paying for something. Like I had to, handle my business with my kids, my bills. So I had to do both. So yeah, it happened in my professional career a little bit until like after I was getting close to my fight, and I'm like, nah, I need to focus on my fight. I don't want to start my career off like losing or not fully in or focused because I'm working. Like so I stopped and I just went boxing. So the months I took off just boxing, trying to get that pro debut. It didn't happen with the one camp I was with. they helped me a lot throughout, you know, this journey, like with sparring and teaching me stuff, whether it's in the gym, out of the gym, and just about life. And you know, I'm grateful for them. I was at Contenders at Carter Park, but originally I started with band camp, but then I moved up, with Bang Williams and Top, and you know RP Mace, you know my coach, my first coach, he actually just passed away.
I heard he passed away. Rest in peace.
Thank you, bro. So yeah, there's about you know, a lot been going on with coaches, and I had another coach pass away. You know, one of my coaches named Mel, and I was supposed to go pro with him. Like every time I was about to go get close to go pro or something like that, some shit happened, bro. So I could have easily gave up. I could have said, "Fuck this, it's not gonna happen." That's how I was feeling. Like it ain't gonna happen, but I kept going. You know, rest in peace and Mel and shit, bro. But it's like I took a lot of losses, a lot of struggle, you know, hardships. And I just kept going. You know, everybody got their turn to go pro, and I was always happy for everybody. Came to fight, supported them, shit like that. And I felt like my time was gonna come, and like it came. Bare knuckle opportunity. My coach Ryan Perez been told me, you know, I'm gonna come back for you. You know, we gonna still do this, and he, you know, he was a man of his word. You know, he came back, got me with the training. You know, fought dude my first fight. You know, knocked him out in like 2 seconds, but they gave him a 10 count, so it was 12 seconds, whatever. So from there, it was just, you know, bare knuckle. But then I went to box. I went to my homeboy's promotions.
I thought that shit was shorter than 10 seconds.
It was 2 seconds. They had a 10 count, so as he was on the ground, it counted 10 seconds. So they added the 2 to the 10 and 12 second knockout. When it should have already been 2, but I ain't really tripped about it. But end of the day, like, yeah, my coach came back for me, got me in the bare knuckle. Like I said, I was supposed to be the first one to do it, but then my homeboy Jared K. Gotti, who just won the belt 135, he started off us. He made that connection, that bridge. You know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't him, I don't know if I'd be into it. I already got into it so easily. You know what I'm saying? But just doing that, getting that first fight out the way, and then having my boxing match, it definitely opened up the doors. And I went and fought a dude in the bare knuckle scene who has like a lot of experience and has over like the MMA, kickboxing, boxing. He has like over 20 professional fights. I only had one fight, so I went in there, you know, took a challenge, beat him, and went up in the rankings like super fast. So,
what are you like number 1 right now?
I'm number 1 right now because the number 1 dude, he signed him a contract to fight him, and I think he declined. So they just he was inactive, so they took him off the whole list and just put me as number 1 because I was number 2 after beating him.
How long is inactive in that's been fair enough?
He probably was inactive for probably like a year. 6 months. I don't know. Like, I don't really keep up with other fighters. Don't worry about me. But I don't really, unless I'm about to fight them, then I go to like research and see what the fuck it is.
Oh, so you do the research on your fights?
Of course.
So, because in sports, you like to prep, you watch tape, and stuff like that.
Same thing with fighting, especially with fighting, because people have tendencies.
Yeah, that's what I say. You want to see what they like to do, what their weaknesses are, so you can start planning towards that.
You gotta have a game plan when you go inside that boxing ring. You can't go out there and just like women. Yeah, you can go out there and that person comes out as a whole new fighter and have a different game plan. But this whole thing about boxing and shit, one of the most important things about boxing is like to be able to adapt. So it's April right now, right?
Yeah.
Last month was March. In February, there was a big BKFC card down here. It had Chad Mendez, it had Mike Perry, all these dudes like famous people. They came fought on it was their first time fighting on the BKFC. So the car was gonna be like the car probably sold I don't know how much, bro. You know, it was famous people there, so much money in the building. Like this is what their biggest show to date. Cause the sport's kind of like not new, but it's been around, but it's never been as big as it is now. Mm-hmm. So I had the big names in there. I'm the hometown kid. I'm down here. Everybody's buying tickets. I sold like over like $10,000 worth of tickets, whatever. And I got the tickets late because I lost like 5 or 6 opponents leading up to the fight because they either kept backing out, injuries. You know, it happens. Like, you know. So I got one last dude. We get there the day of the fight. I weigh in. I make my way. I done did all this hard training. I've been, killing myself, eating small portions. Just regular weight. Cut shit. But I'm a bigger dude, so I weight cut. It ain't the hardest thing, but it definitely takes work and discipline. So I did all that. I sold the ticket. I did everything I had to do. Dude came the day of the fight, like, his eye, da-da-da. Supposedly he had like a torn retina, da-da-da. So
I don't know what a torn retina is.
It's some shit that like connects your eye, and if it completely tears you, it'll go blind in that eye. So
yeah, I would want to fight after that too.
I was definitely not that shit out his head. So he went ahead and so he went ahead and He went ahead and backed out.
Legally blind.
Now he was legally blind that day. But you know, and I felt so good that fight. Everything was good. That's God. God stopped him from like fighting me because I was
on a mission.
I wanted that to be my show. Like everybody that was in there, I wasn't the main headliner. I was the first fight, so I was undercard. Like,
was that the one where Lorenzo was headlining?
No. I was the first fight, so I wasn't on the main card. So I wanted to go ahead and steal the show. I wanted to start the show off with a bang. You know what I'm saying? All my friends, my family out there. Like only one of my family members have come to my fight. That's my brother. My sister finally was gonna come. She came all the way from Orlando to come to my fight. Everybody, you know, my cousin was about to come with her people. Everybody was disappointed.
Why so he did that right before the fight? Why didn't he say something a couple of days before so they can find a replacement from him or something?
Wasting my time, wasting my people's money. I couldn't get no refunds. So I understood like how that looks. You know, nothing didn't go to me. I didn't get shit. So
they should give you a percent for the tickets you sell.
Yeah. They usually do, but I didn't fight. I didn't do anything.
So usually that's the contract that you have to fight.
Yeah. So I tell people, you know, buy the tickets from me rather than buy them online because I get a percentage from that. Like that's how I feed my family. That's how I eat. Like, cause I really don't get paid shit because I'm just new. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay somebody. Yeah, I'm up and coming. I ain't got no name. I'm not this person, that person. So yeah, I'm still working and grinding, and that's cool. But you know, y'all supposed to be my supporters. You know, help me out. You want to come see me fight? Come buy the ticket from me rather than buying it from you online, and I don't get shit from it. So that happened, and mind you, every fight I've had, I've probably sold 10,000 or better. You know, in that area, just fight I haven't sold shit. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody posts shit about tickets. Usually I post a ticket thing on my page. I post it, get like 500 likes. People tap that. People commenting on where is that. I got you. Where the ticket at? They got 60. No comment. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really like was like fuck. Like they should not. I mean, not fuck me, but fuck people that I'm fighting for because I feel them. You know, that's their hard-earned money, regardless of how they get it.
How much tickets did you go for? Or at that time?
It wasn't. It depends on what they bought. I had different tickets. Nobody bought a ticket that was over 200, but it was like 80 and 100. But at the end of the day, it's their money. So if they feel like they feel like they want a refund or the case may be, like it is what it is. It's their money, and I wasn't in the place or place of power to do that. So it's not. I couldn't. I'm just as mad as y'all. I couldn't fight. My homeboys that came out to see me, so my fight got cut off. They left. They didn't want to see nobody else fight. So I got their frustration, and I get the reason why. Like the next fight, it's that mindset now that I don't want to pay my money, and he may not fight. That's the mindset going in now. So I had to go ahead and, I felt the way about it. But I'm a very understanding person. Like I understand if I was in that situation and the roles were reversed, like I'll feel the way too. I'll probably still support. You know what I'm saying? Because in the day, like I'm the fighter. I have no pull in it. I can't do nothing about that. I can't get y'all money back or whatever. And there wasn't that many people asking for their money back. But I'm pretty sure that's the reason why. Like I don't want to go ahead and and then HD opponent back out there. Like I ain't backing out. I'm gonna be there. Stand on business. Like I'm ready for everything. But I'm not in control of things that happen outside of me. So it sucks, but I still can go out there. I still gotta fight, and I still train. I still gotta lose weight. I still gotta do what I gotta do, regardless of people there to support me or not. Yeah, it'd be lovely to have my city behind me, my friends and my family, but maybe it's not a good time for them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they just don't want to, and that's okay with me. And they, it's all love. They still supported me when they came out before. You know what I'm saying? So this was this, bro. Like some people got no support. At least I got that. I got some support. People that came out and wanted to do it. Unfortunately, it happened, and it's part of the fight. People get hurt. I get hurt in the camp. Anything can happen. I get in a car accident. Some shit can happen, bro. It happens, bro. It's life. So, none of us are invincible. So it does happen. I'm not really tripping about it anymore. I was feeling down about it because I'm like, damn, I got these tickets early this time. I'm still fighting in my hometown. You know what I'm saying?
Too, man. Like, dang, I did all this. It was about to be lit, and now. Yeah, it is what it is, though. Like you said, it happens, and you can't do nothing about it. But every time it's for a reason.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it just messed up the homecoming. This is my first time fighting on that card. I fought in Miami, so yeah, Miami's still a part of Florida. Yeah, I'm from Florida, but I'm from Fort Lauderdale. I'm from Broward County, so it's like I was fighting at the Hard Rock. It's right in Hollywood. That's still Broward County. Now I'm fighting Pepper Ponds, still Broward County. So I'm still a homecoming, but it ain't gonna be much of a homecoming. It ain't too much people coming, but it is what it is. Like I said, I still got to go out there like. You know,
still do your thing,
still
man.
do my thing. Of course,
get bigger and better. And
of course. I'm not, like I said, I don't never hang my head. I learned not to like keep my head down about certain shit. I always think about the positive and just speak positivity into existence. You know, I'm a realist too, though. If I see something for how it is and that's how it's gonna be, you know, that's how it's gonna be. I can't change a person and change everybody up. Make this person do something to buy a ticket like that. That's what it is. They want to come, they can come. If they don't, and still love you. Appreciate it. I can't get mad. You know, I'm gonna hate a person. Whatever. That's not me, bro. Used to be, I guess. I used to be very immature, but now, nah, bro. I don't waste energy that I don't have. You feel me? My energy is everywhere else already. Like I ain't got time to waste energy on that.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we're definitely gonna have to bring you back on for part 2.
Man. Sorry about that, man.
It's fine.
A lot of sparring shit going on. A lot of gang shit.
Go ahead and pick 5 questions. We call this the hot seat.
Oh, and, shit. You gotta answer them fast?
Yeah, well, answer them to whatever. Like, go ahead, do your
thing. Damn, this is long. What the fuck? How old were you when your parents sat you down for the talk, and what did they say or not say about the birds and the bees? How old was I? I don't remember age. I probably was like just legit, and I like stumbled upon some porn, and that was it, and I was just like freaked out.
That's how I find out, boy.
Yeah, I don't think my mom even had to talk with me. I probably done seen some shit that I wasn't supposed to see, and I just knew what it was. So it wasn't no birds and bees talk. It was just cheeks and beats. I don't know. Shit. All right. Do you believe that you need to show off the person you're dating on social media these days? In a sense, yeah and no. It depends on the type of person you is, the type of couple you guys are. It's not a bad thing. I feel like if you're just a regular couple and this and third, probably not so much, and you guys don't have like deep history. But I mean, you got a whole fucking family, and like you proud of your family. I take family pictures. I go on trips.
Yeah.
If you post everything else that's beautiful and dope, why not post shit like that? It just doesn't make sense. Like if you're gonna post yourself and you feel like you look beautiful and it's all about you, I feel like you kind of conceited in a way. So I try to like level out my posting with my kids, with my girl, with boxing. I don't try to make it just one thing because there's so many beautiful things in my life that I cherish and I think are dopes. But everybody's different. It's not really a wrong answer with that one. It just depends on the type of person you are. That's 2. This is 3. Is it wrong for a woman to propose to a man? What the fuck? I wasn't expecting that. I've never seen it in person.
I see it on videos though.
Yeah, it's not traditional, and I wouldn't mind a woman getting down on one. I mean, there's stop playing, but no, I don't know. I don't think it's weird. I mean, I guess it's like I said, it's untraditional, but do what feels right. For you. Like if a man is taking too long, you feel like you can get on your one knee and drop a ring on him, then shit, do your thing. I don't know. So that's 3. This is 4. Do celebrities play by a different set of rules when it comes to cheating? Probably. I'm pretty sure that a lot of women like take it on the chin because they're with a celebrity and he comes with fame, clout, money, and vice versa with a woman. If you're a dude and you got a regular job, but your woman's a damn billionaire and she's like fucking some other dudes, like you probably wouldn't care as much because she's whatever. I mean, celebrity relationships they're too open, too much people know about them, and they're messy. And when money's involved in a relationship and it's like the main part or whatever, it kind of like fucks shit up. So whether it's the fame or having so much options or a big selection because how you look or who you are, and it's more temptation out there. I feel like they probably do play by a different set of rules, probably, more than likely. Okay, this one's gonna be the last one. I can't answer this. This is not a good one. I'm going to just tell you, and I'm going to get another one. Say, what would you guess your parents' favorite second? I mean, I can't imagine my mom. Like, I don't even know my dad, so I can't even put that thought in my head. So, another question. That's a weird question, though. Whoa. Do an open relationship count as polygram? What the fuck? I don't know that word. I never used that word in my life. Polygamy, some shit like that. I don't know.
Say poly, I guess.
Oh yeah, the poly. I don't know. I don't know what. I guess what the poly shit is when you date other people or some shit.
Yeah. So you have two girls or two whatever. But
I mean, I don't really know the full definition of that word and like what people do with that, so I can't really give you that. Let me just get another question.
Yeah.
That kind of messed me up. Let me get this one. Okay, here come. Can you date someone just like you? No and yes.
I couldn't do it. Oh, actually, I don't know.
Because one thing about it is crazy when you're in a relationship, you tend to rub off on the other person, good and bad qualities. So it's like you slowly become just like that person. You feel me? So it's like it's women that like I've dealt with, or my girl I deal with. It's like she do a lot of shit I don't like, and I end up doing the same shit unconsciously because it's like I've been around her so long. Like we rub off on each other in the good ways and the bad ways. That's how I see that.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming on. It's For the Culture Podcast. Let's get it.
HD.
For the culture.